I then casually asked Ike if he had judge of the gun of saying yes I know as good as the gun. When I see her I beg favors of stepping up the house and looking at mine. She's a true one, sir. Ike after the impacting a double barrel rifle I bought in New York a few years ago. No mistake about her, sir. Ike said, I don't mention it. I have seen something in the house. No, sir, he whispered greedily, opening his eyes. Oh, that lady, sir. Don't be frightened, said. It was figure rather than like you. Lord, sir, Ike said, shaking hands without him warmly. I may say effectively, if there are any truth in the ghost stories, the greatest service I can do is to fire at the figure, and I promised you, by the heavens and earth, I will do it with this gun. I see it again. The young man thanked him and took his leave with some title, perception, and after declared a glass of liquor, I panted my secret to him because I had never quite forgotten his throating his crap and at a bell. Because I had on another occasion noticed something very like a fur cap lying not far from the bell one night when it had burst out ringing, and because I had remarked that we were at a glorious whatever he came up in the evening to confirm the servants. Let me do Ike no injustice. He was afraid of the house and believed in its being haunted, and yet he would play false on the haunting side, so surely he got an opportunity. In the odd girl's case, exactly similar, she went about the house of the state of the real terror, and yet lied monsterly and wilful, and invented many of the alarms she spread, and made many of the sounds we heard. I had my eyes on the two, and I know it. It was not necessary for me here to account for this precious state of mind. I content myself with the remarking that it was familiarly known to every intelligent man who had been fair medical, legal, or other watchful experience, that it was well established and as common state of mind as with which we observed are acquired added at the first elements above others, rationally to suspect all the others strictly looking for a separated form, any question of this kind. To return to our party, the first thing we did when we were all assembled was to draw lots of bedrooms, and done with every exact assembled was to draw lots of bedrooms, that done with every bedroom, and indeed the whole house having been minutely examined by the whole body, we allotted the various households duties as if it was had been a gaspy party and a yachting party or a haunting party or ship work. I had recounted the floating rumors concerning the haunted lady, the owl, the master bee, with others, still more filmly, which had floated above the during our companies relative to some ridiculous old ghosts of the round table, and also an impeccable jackass whom nobody was ever able to catch. Some of these ideas I really appreciate, believe our people below had communicated or to one another in some desired ways. Yet, in the way of whom with the 12th of the similarly the filming hooded assembled to the bedrooms. Without convincing them into words, they were gravely called one another to witness we were out decided or to drive, would be consistently pretty much the same thing, and there were a serious sense of responsibility. We could be strictly true to one another and would strictly follow the truth. Understanding was established that anyone who heard unusual noises in the last night and who wisely to trace them should knock at my door. Lastly, that could 12th night, the last day of Holy Christmas, all the other individual experience since then The present hour of coming together in the harmed house should be brought to the light for the good of all, and we would our peace on the subject till then unusual, unless on the some remarkable provocations to break silence.